All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch an Ozploitation film direct from Australia. It's called Desolation Angels, otherwise known as Fair Game. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with these three schoolgirls who are probably in their mid-20s.
What do you think? Don't ask. Just don't.
They're going to go on a little weekend getaway with each other.
Okay, why? I thought it might be sore.
Liz and I are going down to Roldy's beach house for the weekend. Mine are going skiing, so there's no way they could spring us. We've got it all worked out. Do you want to come?
Oh, thanks, Joe. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to. Who else is going?
No one. Oh, Liz wanted Eric to come down. He and Charlie have got a physics exam on Monday.
In an unrelated story, there's a woman named Pam.
Thanks.
She's involved in some sort of check forgery scheme with her boyfriend or some dude.
Look, I'll just check this with the boss.
And she pulled it off. But instead of sharing it with her man or whoever that dude is, she's gonna abscond with the money herself. Start a new life.
Nice time. See you.
Meanwhile, the three girls are off.
Oh, that was just Liz.
Their parents don't know
Oh, no.
that they're gonna be on their own. While they're driving, they run into another car. A black car filled with some dudes. Some harassment there.
Joe, what is it?
And the guys start following
There's
them.
another one behind them.
Apparently there's two cars.
What are we going to do? How would I know?
And then they basically start chasing them. But the ladies managed to elude both of them. That one ends up in the drink. Meanwhile, back to Pam. Her getaway also is going to lead her into the same area where the ladies are. The chicks. Who have just arrived at their little
Liz, what did your father do for
cottage.
you? Old Banks?
Pam finds her place. Pam, by the way, is played by Karen West, who was apparently a Playboy Playmate of the Year in 1979, Australia.
Just two more jobs. One for the bookies and one for us.
What is that?
The thugs in the cars are doing thug
Oh,
things.
yeah, I think you and me are going to have a lot of fun tonight, mate. Looks a little hot, doesn't he, boys? Why don't we help him out?
I'm not sure if the thugs are specifically looking for those girls, but they do come across them, unbeknownst to them, who are swimming in full clothes, apparently, at the dock.
Down here to get away from someone.
One of the girls,
Your
Jilly,
boyfriend?
meets Pam and befriends her.
I've been trying to get away from him for 2 years, but I never knew how. I guess I was scared of him.
A little later on, Pam gets attacked. And doused with petrol. The girl, who I believe was Jilly, saw it and trying to get help, and then she gets caught.
Yeah, then you've been causing us quite a bit of trouble, Rabbit.
But a nice quick knee in the nuts allows her to escape. And then an attack under the docks. I think this is supposed to be a night shot. He drags her to the shore and then a rock to the head. I think she killed him. They realize they gotta get out of here now.
Someone at the window! Quick, turn off the light!
goes to the car and is met with a surprise. And this actually ends her life. One of the thugs drives the car right through the house, comes out with a shotgun. And gets close.
The only thing we can do is get the police. That's what Liz is doing. We have to wait here until she gets back. We can't wait here forever. Julie? Oh.
Now she gets it. The other girl finds this guy.
Come on. You don't want to use that. You'll blow us all up. There's petrol everywhere.
That's where Pam is.
I don't want to hurt you.
Actually, Pam may not be there, but she finds a bottle and stabs the dude in the chest. I guess more in the belly. And then, flame on. The next morning, our last survivor of the chicks there takes a harpoon gun. I'm not sure what the guy had planned there, but it didn't work out. She manages to wander off as the place is still smoldering. I'm not sure if this is a reformed thug or just a helper.
Listen, I've got to go and get the police. Please don't go up there.
But it turns out one of the other ladies is still alive. And that's pretty much our film. All right, let's talk about this movie called Desolation Angels. What the hell is this movie? I don't know. Never heard of it. It's called also Fair Game. It was released on videotape in the US under that title, Fair Game. Apparently, it was never released in Australia in any format. So maybe in the theaters at one point. I don't know. Or maybe not even there. But apparently, it just had its... It was apparently available here, although I never saw it in any of my video stores. There wasn't a movie called Fair Game with... I think it's Cindy Crawford, one of those supermodels, but it's a different movie. But anyway, this movie here came out in 1982. It stars three women that I'd never heard of, and a woman called Karen West, who was apparently Playmate of the Year in Australia's Playboy in 1979. Now, it's an odd film because there's two films kind of going on in here. We have two things going on. We have these three like schoolgirls, although, like I said, they look like they're in their mid-20s. They're going to have some sort of weekend retreat together, just hanging out by the beach in this beach house that one of their parents or cousins or grandmas owns. I don't know. And there's a second story with this woman named Pam. That's the actress Karen West, who is involved with some sort of check forgery scheme with her boyfriend, but she wants to get away from her boyfriend. So she does one final scheme. She gets like $22,000. And she just absconds with it, leaves him, and ends up running away into the country, and she ends up staying nearby where the girls are. Now, the girls, when they're on their way there, they get harassed by these two cars filled with guys, a bunch of thugs. They end up running both cars off the road. In fact, one of them goes into the water. But the thugs eventually regroup and track the ladies down at their cottage getaway or something. And they just start attacking them. And then the girls start attacking back. Ultimately, Pam is also attacked. And we don't really see, I don't think we actually see her killed, but we see her tied up at one point. And then I think she's dead in the last scene we see her. And then of the three girls, one of them gets killed in a car when she was going to get help from the police. Her name was Liz, which leaves the other two girls behind. One was named Jilly, and I can't remember the other one. But there's finally like one final girl left, and she dispatches the last guys, and the next morning rolls around, and one of those cars that was chasing her with those thugs in it approaches her. She's sitting on a dock, And the car starts zooming onto the dock, which makes no sense, as if it's going to run her down or something. And she pulls out a harpoon gun, shoots it, and the car goes off the dock into the water, crashes. End of car. And then she's wandering away later on, and then she runs into one of the other girls who apparently had somehow lived through the night. And then the two of them are together, and that's how the movie ends. It kind of just had a weird, just kind of non-ending, but that's it. So we had 2 survivors at the end. Again, I don't think Pam survived. She looked like she was dead in the last scene, although I didn't show it to you, but she wasn't moving. So I don't know. Strange little film. A couple of very brief nude scenes in this movie from Karen West. Just a weird film. I don't know how else to describe it. It wasn't really horror, I guess maybe kind of. More of a thriller type, but it wasn't all that overly interesting either. I don't know. Maybe that explains why Australia didn't really want to release it, but it found a home on a videotape here, apparently. But that's it. Anyway, that is Desolation Angels. To my knowledge, it hasn't been released in any form since the 80s videotape. But now, thanks to the wonders of Ozploitation Rarities, Volume 2, we now have it on a Blu-ray. This also comes with something called The 13th Floor, which I'll be reviewing next, and the movie Coda, which I actually reviewed a while back. It was a bootleg DVD, actually, so, but they're all Australian films, hence the title Ozploitation. But anyway, that's it. Desolation Angels, there's very little out there about this film, so I'm guessing nobody else has seen it. And should you see it? Probably not. But anyway, if you have seen it, let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. It's Desolation Angels. Watch it. Bye.